a closet full of CDs, past lives in boxes. Music absorbed till it seeped from my skin. Can't stand to hear it. Means more to me than photographs. Pictures of backyard and northern sunsets are all that exist in my mind. Freshly cut lines and daytime sprinklers, spider webs on a gray wooden fence. I remember the comedian.
Hello, welcome to a very, very cold Sunday morning, and we're going to start section 5 of the Grand Tour of Northumberland, and we're starting from where we should have parked the car last time. This is the border where I am at the moment between Northumberland, there's the Northumberland sign over there, and County Durham. And over that moor, I'm not exactly sure how far along that moor, but if you went along that direction, it would take you to the most southerly point of Northumberland. So this is as close as we're going to get to the most southerly point. So this is where we're going to start from. So we've come to our first of the mine shafts. One of many that we'll see today. I'm not exactly sure what shaft this is. There's a shaft that's not too far away from here called Nopley Shaft. I'm not sure if this is Nopley Shaft. I thought Nopley Shaft was a bit further down the hill, to be honest. But still very cool. Okay, this one here is Nopley Shaft. This one's probably connected to the other one. Looks very similar. If I'll just give you a quick view. See, we're in a different place. It's not the same one.
Yeah, it is. He's conning the viewers here. He hasn't walked anywhere. He's got out of the car and just took a picture.
You got something to say?
Cons. It's just a different angle. Actually, piggyback them everywhere we go.
He wishes. He wishes. Welcome to Allenheads. Allenheads is predominantly an 18th to 19th century lead mining village. It was founded by the Beaumont family, the same family as Lord Allendale of Bywell Hall, which we saw at the start of section 2 of the Grand Tour. This here is a pony ramp that led to the Gin Hill shaft, which was started in 1793. It's very slippy. So I have to be careful. It goes around a corner over there. Let me pick that up on the camera. Lead mining started in Allenheads probably in the 17th century, although it didn't really take off until the 18th century. The Allenhead mine complex was once the biggest in the North Pennines, producing 250,000 tonnes of lead. And this here is the Gin Hill shaft. It goes down 70 metres. The ponies obviously used the ramp which I showed you before. They went different entrance. Pretty cool, eh? This here is the iron well. The discoloration is caused by iron oxide. During the war, nurses and mothers were told to drink the water in order to prevent iron deficiency. Super cool. I thought this was closed for a second. This here is the Armstrong pumping engine, probably built around about 1846ish, pumping water from the mines. The pump was modified in 1931 to produce electricity for Allenheads before it got connected to the national grid. The pump was used until 1960 and apparently is the only one of its type in the world. Yeah, if you're new to my channel, you'll not know yet, but I've got a big thing about lead mines. I really like them. So things like this is super cool. Okay, this area is where the Allenheads washing floors used to be. Across there you've got the bouses, the remains of the bouses where they stored the lead ore that needed to be sorted. The site was quite large. I would have included all of this area as well. This is how it would have looked in days gone by, and this is it now. The building along the top was also part of the mine. That was part of Foreside Level mine. Foreside Level was started in 1776. Unfortunately, I'm not exactly sure whereabouts it was, but it's in this vicinity somewhere. All lead mining stopped in Allenheads in 1896, but the mines were reopened in the 1970s in order to mine fluorspar, but unfortunately it was deemed unprofitable. That's the Allenheads Inn, built in 1770. This here is the old blacksmith shop, and you can go inside and have a look around. You're free to wander around and admire it. That's the bellows. So this here is what the village used to look like at the height of the mines. It's well cool. There's what it's all about, Galena lead ore. Now this here is an interesting sign. I've never heard of this trail before, but I'm definitely going to be looking it up. Coldblooded and Spineless Trail starts here. I'm going to go in that direction in any case. Now the trail makes a lot more sense. It's an insect trail, cold-blooded and spineless. You have to spot the insects while you're busy walking. So that was Allenheads, a very, very interesting place. How did you find that, Neil?
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I liked the mine museum, and what was it, the Armstrong engine?
Yeah, the Armstrong pump.
The Armstrong pump, that was great, and it's all free, and you can walk around at your heart's content. It's really good, and what's so good about it, it's so close to the start point. So you get the start point and then boom, you're into the some sites, and it's really good. Nice little coffee shop there as well, so when you start this trail I would not have anything to eat in the morning, maybe get a cake and a coffee in the coffee shop. That's my advice.
See, we're busy plugging local businesses here, and yet we don't get any free samples. Don't forget to look behind you as you're leaving the village. That's a really nice view. We're parked on the top of that big hill over there.
Is that how high we are?
Yeah, we're parked right up the top of there. That's why it was really cold in the morning, because there's quite a bit of elevation. That's nearly 2,000 feet up there. And immediately we hit another shaft. I don't know the name of this one, but probably connects to the Mills vein, which we'll see later on. Where that house is now is where Mills vein level used to be. There used to be an old mine there. Sadly we're not able to explore it. The path goes around the house. Up there is another mine shaft. You can really see all the workings here. Very, very cool. I don't know the name of this shaft though. North Pennines is full of old buildings like these. There's a couple over there as well. We're on the Carrier's Way again now. Kiln Low is the hill just over there. You can barely make it out on the camera. But the path goes all the way over the top of Kiln and then down into Kiln Lead Mine. However, we're not going to stay on the Carrier's Way. We're going to follow this little path where that sheep is there now. Although it's tempted to stay on the Carrier's Way because it's a nice grouse track, I would advise to use the path, because the path runs along the top of where it used to be the old chimney flue or dirt pot lead smelt works, which is where we're heading now. It's a little difficult to catch it on the camera, but you can see where the flue went along here. And down the bottom, that row of houses there, that's dirt pot. Yeah, you can see where the flue went a lot more clearly now. It looks like it was a double chimney. It looks like there was a chimney went up this side and a chimney that went up that side as well. Dirt pot lead smelting mill was built by the Blacketts and processed lead from Allenheads, Coldclough and Weardale until 1870. This bridge is called the Old Smelt Mill Bridge. It was built in 1926. It takes its name obviously after the smelt works that used to be here. This here is Thorn Green lime kiln. It's 19th century in origin. It's very well preserved. You can still see where the ovens were. You can still see some of the quicklime on it as well. It was once connected by a tramway that went up the valley to the quarry. We used to heat up the limestone to 900 degrees Celsius. I'll send Neil into one of the ovens so you get an idea of scale. Quite a large structure. It's very impressive. Here's the top of the lime kiln. Another very cool sight. At the very top of the valley there is Kiln Low. One of the 2,000 foot peaks in Northumberland. Scrub what I said about the tramway going up the valley. There's the quarry there. The tramway would have just took it down to here. It would have just been a short tramway. Even I make mistakes. Here's one for Alan Metalman and Trevor from Summit of Norfolk. Guess what the name of this hill's called? Okay, we were going to bag the top for you, but with a Summit of Norfolk. It's not a listed hill, but there's a bowl just on the other side of the hill, so we're making a slow retreat back. And the name of the hill, incidentally, is Fanny Hill. So we're heading down into Swinhope Burn, and down the bottom here somewhere there's an old lead mine which we're going to look for. Swinhope Lead Mine, everybody. Mining started on this site by the Beaumont Company in 1809 with the Whimsy shaft. The Swinhope Low level was started in 1814, which is this mine here. It was worked on and off until 1878. In the 1950s, the mine was reopened, but was eventually closed in 1960 after being deemed uneconomical to run. One of the things I like about the North Pennines are all these ruined buildings. They're scattered all over.
Them dogs have a lovely life.
Yeah. How did this go?
You just leap around the top.
Did it?
Yeah. In the back.
Right. Okay, the footpath goes through these very kind people's garden, and made a huge difference compared to the Weardale Way, for how friendly the people are here in comparison.
Are we a little bit further north of the Weardale Way?
Yeah, we are further north.
See, the further north you go, the more friendly they are. Would we get invited in for a bit of tapioca pudding next?
No, they were very nice, weren't they?
They were lovely people.
Yeah,
yeah.
Really, really nice, very helpful. Yeah, I'm not sure you're going to get this on the camera, but over there is another lime kiln, which is called Swinhope Row lime kiln. It's from at least the early 19th century. The Isaac T trail goes in that direction across the moors, and it goes in this direction too. So this is the Black Way. It's an old carrier's way connecting Coldclough to the Allen Valley. It also forms part of the Isaac T trail. So from here on in, we're more or less following the Isaac T trail. We make one detour to see Holmes Lin, and that's it. This here is Rowan Tree Stub Bastel. It's in the site of a 16th century bastel. Although the building is on the site of a 16th century bastel, it's unsure whether the current building that stands is from that period or is from a later period. Me and Neil have been here before on the Isaac T trail. Whether 16th century or a little bit later, it's still a very nice ruin to explore. And a very nice setting next to the bear. I'm getting to run out of light again. This time it's my fault. I was late this morning. Normally it's Neil who's late, but today was my turn.
I'm not normally that late.
You are.
Alright, well, sometimes I am.
Usually about an hour late.
That's just bad mouthing me, that. It's 30 minutes at the most.
We'll not argue. This time it's my fault.
That's right.
That's the first time I've been chased by sheep across the field. It's because I was see if it works again.
Go on.
You see?
Dogs there, isn't it?
Don't need a sheepdog on this farm. Just need a packet of jelly babies. And they come too. This used to be an old chapel. It's one of the highlights of the Isaac Tea Trail. We're just about to leave Pry Hill Farm now, and we're going to make a detour from the Isaac Tea Trail. The tea trail heads across that field there. We're going to follow the road down to see Holmes Lin. The mole catcher's been out. There's the waterfall, Holmes Lin. Should get a better view from the bridge. Holmes Lin, everybody. This is the reason why we took the detour from the Isaac Tea Trail. I think it's definitely worth making the detour. That was a very impressive waterfall. I was surprised that the Isaac Tea Trail didn't take us on this route, but it's a detour that I've had to put in myself. But the other detour reason is these buildings here that we're approaching. This here is the site of Holmes Lin Mine. It consisted of a 70-metre shaft that joined up to the Blackett level, which runs from Allendale. It's quite extensive ruins here actually. It's very impressive. Huge blocks there. This here was the site of a hydraulic engine. It's quite a substantial site. You can see Neil there in the background and give you an idea of the scale. And these are the old mine buildings. Very well preserved site. Look at that. Definitely worth making a detour off the Isaac Tea Trail for it. There's the old fireplace. This one's going upstairs, kind of. This here's the shaft itself, or what's left of it. As I said, it was sunk 70 metres deep. It was sunk in 1855 and mining commenced there in 1856. This is an incredibly well preserved site. It's sacrilege that it's not on the Isaac Tea Trail. But it's on the grand tour of Northumberland now. Yo, mine builders is almost like Bastille in design. You know, like steps carved into the wall to get up to the upstairs. Well cool. Back on the Isaac Tea Trail again. We've lost the sun, by the way, so it's only a matter of time before we lose the light. But we're on the tea trail now all the way back to Allendale. Lovely views. Right, let's get going. I have to put up the pace a bit now. It's starting to get dark now as we go up and down these little burns. Tiring on the legs. These young bullocks are a lively bunch. Yeah, they're full of spirits. I hope we don't have to go in the same field as them. Okay, this sign is true. There's a field full of young bulls.
Risky and all they are.
Yeah, very lively. But what we have to do is make it to that bridge.
Alive.
So, can they run to there faster than we can run to there?
But do you know this?
That's the question. Okay, we have to get to the bridge before they come running to us. So I'm just walking calmly and quickly. There's the bridge. Did it. Okay, we made it across safe and sound. They didn't chase us this time. You alright, Neil?
I just checked my heart rate. It's 156. Normally it's about 90 on a walk like this. So that's the one thing a day that scares you. In the bag.
Yeah, they were really frisky before we entered the field. Luckily they had all ran off down to the bottom. Well, there must have been food or something. So we got across safe. This bridge here is another feature of the Isaac T Trail. Apparently they used to serve lemonade here once upon a time. Durham Bridge, 1900. If I remember rightfully, the bridge was built so that people could do circular walks from Allendale. Run, Neil, they're coming! The chickens! So we've lost the light. Oh, very rapidly losing it. There's a tiny little bit left. For those of a curious disposition, look up the Allendale wolf and the story of the werewolf of Allendale. So finally we made it to Allendale in the dark. So Neil, how did you figure that one?
My usual comment is I'm knackered. It's a bit over 10 and a half mile, I think.
Yeah,
maybe
about that.
22 kilometres we've done. It's nice to get back to Allendale, the warming lights. We can't make it this time, but it would be lovely to have a nice pint and a meal in the Golden Lion, which is probably our favourite. So
That's section 5 of the Grand Tour of Northumberland finished. It was a bit tiring this one towards the end, but lots to see. So if you like, give me a thumbs up, comment below. Don't forget to subscribe for the next adventure, and share with your friends on social media. And we'll catch you on the next one.
Stay safe.
Digging through a closet with walled cities, past eyes and boxes. Music comes up till it's seen from my